So how to close in life insurance without an illustration. Probably some of you guys think I'm crazy for even saying that. And I thought it was crazy too, but I discovered by accident one day when I showed up to an appointment and I didn't have an illustration. And I was kind of freaking out and I didn't know what to do, but I promise this method works. And if you watch this video all the way through, it'll really make sense. And I kind of panicked when I showed up to this appointment. I didn't have an illustration. And you got to remember, an illustration is a legal binding contract between the primary insured and the insurance company. It's not a sales tool, and it shouldn't really be used as that. It's a very long, complex document, and it confuses the prospect. But anyways, I showed up to a second appointment. I didn't have an illustration, and I kind of panicked. I was like, I wasn't sure, what to do, and I didn't have time to get one done. And so I kind of just defaulted back to talking about something that I knew how to talk about, which was the 3 types of investments. Now, the reason I say the 3 types of investments is because when most people do an annuity, the reason they're doing an annuity is because they want that protection. They don't want to take any risk. So I showed up to the second appointment and I broke it down. Hey, Mrs. Client, we're going to talk about something today, and it's just the 3 types of investments. I'm going to do a bit of education, and we have to schedule a follow-up appointment. We will. And so I went over the 3 types of investments, and I said, there's only 3 types. You have aggressive investments, conservative investments, and protected investments. Aggressive investments are equities. They go up fast and they go down fast. They're the most risky, but you have the most chance for reward. Conservative investments are bonds. Bonds go up a little slower, they go down a little slower. They'll get you 2 to 6% on the return, but they have default risk and they have interest rate risk. Protected investments are investments with banks, insurance companies, or credit unions. They're principal protected. They'll also get you 2 to 6%, but there's no default risk or interest rate risk. So let me ask you, if you had to say, how much of your portfolio would you like in those buckets? And she told me 100% in the protected bucket. And I thought, wow. I wasn't even going to recommend 100%. I don't even think suitability would approve 100%. But when I used this method, it worked. I didn't get into the weeds on the illustration, and I let her know that in the next 15 minutes, she would be receiving a DocuSign for her protected account. I told her the name of the company that I was using, and that was that. She signed, and I closed a $300,000 rollover. And from that point on, I stopped using illustrations, and in the next 12 months, my commissions doubled just by not using illustrations and getting into the weeds. Now, did I lose some sales because of that? Absolutely. You still aren't going to close 100% of the deals. But I promise if you try this method and don't get really into the weeds about the caps and the par rates, that's what the insurance company sells you on. That's not what you're supposed to sell the client on. And so if you stay out of the weeds, sell at a really high level, and sell on the protection, which is what annuity's for, you're going to have a lot of success. You're going to have a lot more success. You're not going to have this paralysis by analysis, and you're going to close a lot more deals. I hope that's valuable to you. As always, I appreciate your feedback.